Okay, you guys, we're back. Sorry about that. I had to talk to Uncle Guy. So let's pick back up at number 6. Rose unpacked at her new home. Some boxes had been squashed. Nothing had been broken or blank during the move. So you fill in the blank. Okay, letter B asks you to write a sentence using one of your vocabulary words. I have been very impressed because some of you will even figure out how to integrate or how to use 2 vocabulary words. So if you want to challenge yourself, use 2. All right, and the last page that you're doing in your reading workbook is page 60. And page 60 is going to ask you to work with predicting. And that is something that we are pretty good at. We do a lot of predicting, to be quite honest. So this should not be a skill that is terribly hard for us. But predicting just means we're going to make a guess about what will probably happen next. And our predictions are better when we use evidence. So like in a book, for example, you might flip through the pages and look at your picture just to predict what is happening next. And then what's kind of fun is actually reading to see if you were correct. I do a lot of predicting when I watch movies. I wonder if you guys do that. So it says, when you make a prediction, you tell what you think will probably happen next. As you continue reading, you can confirm your prediction or find out if you were right. So confirm means you're finding out that you were right. Okay? All right, here we go. Each poem tells about characters who spend time in a place of their own. Read each poem. Read the title of the poem to help you predict what will happen. Choose the words that tell what will probably happen next and write the words on the line. So, number 1, finally, we can play. So we can pause here and we can already think, what would the prediction around that be? Rain has fallen for days and days. I think for us, we probably are like, okay, coronavirus is gone. But in normal life, they're saying it's rained. So rain has fallen for days and days. We've been bored in many ways. The sun is finally out today. We can't wait for the sky to turn gray or to run out and play. I am not going to give you the answer to this because I do think that you can do this alone. So go ahead and fill in your answer, and then you're going to go to read the poem called The Tired Queen. Okay, and you can see how this skill is going to connect when we start reading our story tomorrow. You are going to have to make predictions, and then you're going to have to confirm what happens. We're going to have to confirm what happens. Were we right? All right? Very good. Okay, so we are done with reading, but we are still going to keep this out because we're going to use it for language arts. Now for writing, you have a brand new writing prompt. My document camera was not working, so I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to do a video. Therefore, my graphic organizer, my pre-writing graphic organizer is already done. And so let's just talk about what we're writing about. Okay, this is prompt 3. I'm so excited. We're already on our 3rd paper of the school year. It is August 31st, so I do put the date at the top, which is a good practice for you guys to get into. I've written prompt 3, and here is what my question is that I'm going to answer over the next 2 weeks. What is your favorite room in your home and why? Now, take a second just to think about that. And you want to choose a room that you can write a lot about. Now, if you really are like, there is no room in my house that I like, period, then use your imagination, boys and girls, and write about what your favorite room would be in your house. Okay? Because writers, that's what we do as good writers. We use our imaginations. Or we use our imagination. Okay? So pre-writing graphic organizer. This is just a way to organize our thoughts. I have my main idea in the middle. I have my 3 details highlighted in yellow. And I have my concluding sentence in red. You will notice that my sample writing is about my favorite room at school. And that is because I didn't want you guys to be tempted to copy me. All right. So I've written about my favorite room at school. You're going to write about your favorite room in your home. So I wrote my favorite room at my school is room 403. 403, our classroom, right? So you can start with that same sentence stem. My favorite room at, and then you would go, my home is blank. Now, if you want to write about your favorite room at your grandma's house, your favorite room at your auntie's house, that's okay. You can do that. All right, so why is 403 my favorite room at school? And many of you could probably guess this. Because I adore the decorations. There are so many things I can do. It makes me feel very happy. That's why I'm working from my room, because I love being here. And my concluding sentence says, my favorite room at my school, which is when I just take my prompt in all three, is room 403 because I adore the decorations, comma, there are so many things to do, comma, and it makes me feel happy. Okay, so that's all you have to do for your writing. All right, with language arts, you are coming back to your reading workbook. We're going to work on compound sentences. Can you say that? Compound sentences. Very good. And compound sentences are sentences that have two ideas, and we're going to put it into one sentence. Now, if we don't do it correctly, the sentence becomes a run-on, meaning it's not actually a sentence. But if we do it correctly, then we have a complete sentence. So this is going to be a great way for us to make stronger sentences in our writing. Okay? It says a sentence that contains two sentences joined by and is called a compound sentence. Now, what they didn't put up here, but they did put here, is what is very important. You got to have a comma. It says write a compound sentence by joining each pair of sentences. Use a comma and the word and. That's the key, you guys, right there. Use a comma and the word and. If you only use a comma, you have a run-on. If you only use the word and, you have a run-on. If you have a comma and the word and, you have a compound sentence. All right, so number one. Some of you guys are going to agree with this one. I know some of us have hamsters. Number one says, hamsters are fun. They are easy to care for. So all we're going to do is we're going to turn that period into a comma. We're going to put the word and then of course you've got to lowercase the t. All right, so hamsters are fun, comma, and they are easy to care for. All right, so you're going to do the same thing for 2 through 5. Go ahead and also make sure you watch the YouTube video on compound sentences that was assigned to you. Oh, look at the cute little hamster at the bottom and color the cute little hamster. Okay, just making sure that we're staying consistent with our gratitude calendars, you guys. Please grab your gratitude calendars. Turn to, oh my goodness, August. I didn't do one on Thursday. So I'm just going to leave up late because honestly, I don't even know if I could remember Thursday. Friday, I was probably just happy. I was grateful it was the end of the week. Okay, so last night, it's easier for me to start from last night. Last night I watched a sweet movie that I'm really grateful. And I cleaned up a lot yesterday. Watched a movie and cleaned. Yay, so my life is in order. Okay, in 22, I spent some time hiking at the beach. I got outside. It was so nice. We live in such a beautiful area to see some really beautiful stuff, you guys. So I'm grateful that I was able to get outside. All right, so what will happen today? I'm already grateful that I'm awake and breathing and spending time teaching. So already I have a lot to be grateful for today, for my last day of August. Let's also go to cursive. And we have really moved through this. Maybe we'll get a new cursive packet for you for our pickup. Okay, so you're working on H's, K's, the word hill, kit, silk, and husk. And then we're going to write Snow White was kind-hearted. And kind-hearted is a compound word, just like our compound sentences. Compound words are two words put together. Compound sentences are two sentences put together. So for your H's, very similar to your print. Except you're doing that loop and bring that all the way up. Don't forget to bring that hook all the way up. Okay, and use your midline because that midline helps you with everything. So you want to do as many H's as are shown up above on the sample line. But if you want to do more, you can always do more. Okay, should kind of feel similar. And go slow too, you guys, okay? Sometimes I even go too fast and I need to slow down a little bit. Try to keep that loop, this one, closer to the stem. All right, and keep going. So hill, slowly, looking at the letters up above as I do them, and trying to relax. Don't grip your pencil too hard. Try to relax as you go. See, I didn't do my loop there, but that's okay. And then the word husk. All right, now if you want to practice 2 more, choose your favorite 2, put them right there. Snow White was kind-hearted. Here we go. This one's the bigger one. Capital S. And we do have to lift our pencil up there. We don't just leave it all connected. Okay. And if you want to keep writing or trying, you can. All right. I didn't really like my handwriting on that one. I would try to rewrite it, but that's okay. It's all about practice. Okay. All right, you guys, talk to your families about what they want you to do as far as getting outside. Air quality does seem to be a little bit better today. Thankfully, we're grateful for that. Please find something to do to help your families around the house. And as always, be very kind to your brothers and sisters, you guys. I'll see you at our Zoom. Have a great day. Bye.